Yes, people, welcome back to NAF, where we're going to be talking about transfers and this Chelsea game where it's practically finished. And, well, let's be real, Benfica were no threat. They're still going to be no threat. But yeah, Chelsea won. I'm going to put it like that. I know it's delayed for another, what? Was it delayed for another
30 minutes?
Well, not 30 minutes. I think it said 30 minutes about 10 minutes ago, 12, 11 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So another 20 minutes because there's no thunders. There's no thunder. Show
Lightning.
Oh my God. God forbid being outside when it's a whole city and a little bit of lightning goes on. What should we act like? Ted. Do you remember Ted, the bear? You know, when you get under the covers. Oh, scared for a little bit of lightning. Oh, sorry.
Anyway, was their song? Didn't they have a song?
And you know what they said? Oh, player. You know what it is? I can't remember. But you know the commentators when they said, no, player safety comes first. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and then the fans. Yeah, good one. The people, good one.
Well, let's be real. There's more players than fans out there, man.
All right, Chelsea and Charlotte don't have a good time together, do they? To be fair, you know what? Both the sides, the other ends, the north and south end. North and south end were quite empty, but the other sides were quite alright, considering, you know, the Bank of America Stadium looks like shit. Anyways.
I just don't know why you would have. I mean, I don't know. I know that you guys probably don't know a lot about geography, U.S. geography. But I don't know why you would have games in the South during this season, this time of year.
How about this? See, America, stop getting involved. Just stop. Let us have the Europe and everything. Do you know what I mean?
Guess what? You want bread? That's how you get bread.
No, just go Saudi.
Yeah, those stadiums will be even emptier, bro. What we even saying? Them
what
stadiums,
are you talking about, man? They'll pay to fill them.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Maybe that.
Man.
They'll pay the people to show up into them stadiums.
That's the one. Trump's gonna ban me from America. I'm never in my lifetime going to. I'm sorry if you're from there and you love it. This isn't indirectly to you, but I'm never visiting your country ever. No chance.
America's all right.
No, it's run by Zionists.
You just don't know what you're missing out on. I guess that's all it is.
That's a shame because I would love to go to New York and meet Joey. I would love to go to Miami and we'll say that another time. And I would love to go other places, but no. Anyway, not the point. America looks like it's got some lovely people in there. I'm pretty sure, and amazing food. Joey, 55 million for Gittens. Close to 55 million for Gittens. Liverpool waiting on Isak, apparently ready to bid as soon as they know the situation, which is true, by the way. And Sesko to Arsenal. They're actually saying that Leipzig are willing to go to 60 million. Funny old game. Yeah, and it's actually a little bit other story.
What, no release clause?
Well, what's the other one? What's the main one?
Nicholas Jackson to Arsenal.
Oh, come on, man. You know what? Yeah, if I ever do a story about
that one's. Did more links come up, or was that something that? Because I saw that
on, Joey.
Today. What?
Monday.
Your microphone.
Monday.
Is my microphone not on?
You're quiet.
Yeah, your thing's quite quiet.
1 second. Really?
No, we don't have AC over here. We're not built for it. Huh?
How about now? Is it any better?
It sounds like it's coming through your laptop or you're far away from your mic.
No, it should be my webcam, but let me turn on my mic.
So wait, this whole time. Anyways, not the point. What? See Duncan Castles, yeah. This is the thing. I don't know. I'll take it with a pinch of salt with this whole Jackson stuff. Yeah, but for me, do I really believe they have him on the list? Yeah, maybe. Like if he's like 5th or 6th choice, right down there, maybe like the last of the last options. But Duncan Castles does his thing, yeah. He got in with David Ornstein and then he stopped posting and all that kind of stuff. And then now he's back to his bullshit, back to tier 4 stuff. And that's why I don't know if I really want to throw it too much. Does that make
you
sense?
Want to believe it? Be honest. You want to
Of
believe
course
it.
I do. Of course I do. I would love that. I'm
What are
love
you
that.
saying, Preach?
I just don't
Would you be
believe
more
it, man.
scared of Arsenal with Jackson, man, or not?
Nicholas
I
Jackson,
think that what's it called? More than likely going to be the striker. I think Sesko is going to end up being the striker there. I don't think it's too big. I think it's
easier. You don't have to buy a new house and stuff like that. It's easier, man.
Well, I saw this Ollie Watkins stuff, but I don't really like either. You know, I think he's on their list, but I think he's like down there, right down there. How about you? Did you not get rejected recently, Wolfie?
What, by my
Tim Weah.
Why'd you think I'm on the stream at 11 o'clock? Of course I just got rejected.
Oh my god. Don't get married, people. But yeah, I think you Timothy Weah just rejected Forest yesterday, but
no.
Apparently,
don't do that. Don't do that.
We pulled out the deal, man. We didn't like the terms of the deal, man.
Don't do that, Wolfie.
I'm just going on what Romano
That's
said.
what it was. Briefings. You know it and I know it. You got rejected by Weah. You got rejected in Blunt, and then your club came out and said whatever they came out with their words and said what briefings.
My owner don't lie, man. My owner don't lie.
If it helps, well, they haven't exactly. It's got quoted. Apparently, we didn't get rejected, but they are not accepting, according to Fabrizio, with the structure for Mbumo. So we rejected FC as well. Then basically, that's a nice way of saying no. They didn't reject you, but they rejected you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you got rejected, but there's a chance. Do you know what I mean? There's a good chance, but you still got rejected.
Didn't Pedro reject Newcastle as well? Better rejections today.
Oh my god,
that did happen today.
It's so long for Newcastle right now. Not only is Starboy Isak wanted, not only that, Chelsea just Pedro allegedly rejected him because he saw Chelsea. If Chelsea coming for a player, just know it's a long day, innit? And then obviously, and then what's it called? Who's the other one? Oh, Langer. And apparently, I don't know about this Trafford stuff.
The bid got rejected as
well.
The
bid got rejected again. It's like, well, they're thinking around 30, but Burnley want 35. And I'm thinking, what?
All right, can I ask? I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but when did Trafford become worth that kind of money? Because he was absolute shite 2 years ago in the Premier League.
He was good last year, though.
In the Championship.
In the Championship, he was like really
in the Championship.
Yeah, but you say in the Championship.
I had a whole team that was good in the Championship, man. We sold them all.
How old is he?
Well, he's young, man.
We sold them all. I totally agree. Yeah.
I don't know.
I hear it. I don't know. I goalkeepers, it takes a little bit longer to develop, though. That's the only thing.
It's mad when you think Kelleher was there for about 11 million, and you thought if you're Newcastle, you'd probably want to go do business with them for that amount of money. What an easy deal! It's like who's actually no wonder why they want to sack Paul Mitchell or mutually terminate his contract. The guy can't.
They don't have a sporting director right now. That's
they do, but now he's going to leave at the end of this month in the next 2 days by Monday, basically. But it's just like they do nothing. Have they bought anyone under Paul Mitchell?
No.
They tried to take my boy, man, Ross Wilson. He rejected them as well, man.
Wait, what happened to Dougie Freeman?
Yeah, where is he now?
They wanted him.
He went to
Saudi. He goes Saudi. He goes Saudi or something. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is mental, man. Oh yeah, and then I'm seeing this stuff with Martinelli as well.
Bought Swallow. That's right. They only bought us.
I saw Martinelli, another option for Al Nassr or something like that. On top of Luis Diaz.
What's his name coming back from there? Isn't it? The Villa
John
guy,
Duran.
Yeah,
he's going what? Where's he going? Fenerbahce or something?
Yeah, why is he going to Turkey, man?
Bro, it's like
Jose, son, Uncle Jose.
I can understand why it's the loan. He wants one more year there so he can get.
He's tax-free.
Like, why is no other big club coming from him? Say, yeah, I'll take that. Like even Chelsea, like you want a second strike? Yeah, we'll go get John Duran on loan.
Because if you watch him at Colombia, because I have like my one of my good friends is Ecuadorian, so he watches all the Copa games. When you watch him for Colombia, he's just lost his head. Like he's
really,
lost his head. Like he's been fighting with his own teammates, fighting with the coach. Like just when you have a second cast, just go through Twitter and just type in Duran altercation in Colombia, and you'll see like that you'll see the list of them. Like there's a list of them. It's not just one time.
So we basically got Balotelli 2.0.
Yeah, kinda.
With money in it, cause what's he getting like?
He's paid already. Because he's already paid now.
Free.
And it's gonna be a loan too, so they don't even have to like. It's not that big with.
They just want him out of the country.
Yeah.
They just want
One
him out
more.
of the country.
If he stays if they get one more loan for him, he gets paid in total, and they can get rid of him. They can.
That's
try to get rid of him.
crazy, man.
So yeah,
That's mental. The amount of talent that man possesses as well, man,
it's
especially in this day and age.
disgusting
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Wolfie, Igor Jesus is not that guy. I'm sorry,
A week ago, you were telling me he was that guy.
No, I never. I said he would never. I said Igor Jesus looked decent, but he lacks explosion, in my opinion. Like when he tried to get away from players. But other than that, it's just like I watched him, and maybe I'm being a little bit harsh right now because the team he's playing with is quite drastically, but like quite shit. You know what I mean? They love wrestling more than they like playing football. But
did you watch that game today? It was one of the worst matches I've ever seen, man.
Both Botafogo games have been the ones I've watched have been arse. And I looked at him and he's linked up, and I thought
house their way through games.
He didn't get a touch, man. He didn't get a touch.
I prefer the other one. Yeah, that's his name, the Cunha guy. I prefer him more than the Igor Jesus. He's trying to make sure.
Apparently, he's back on now. So.
Yeah, I saw that.
Evil Jesus.
Yeah, that not him. He's not. I think the other one's better. The Cunha dude's better than him. I think he's got more about him. You can see that he's got more about him.
We're getting heads up on the other boy.
Yo, the goalkeeper for Botafogo.
Boy,
John Victor, man. Yeah, he was moving mad. Yeah.
He's decent, but I don't think he's it. But what's it called? The Richard Rios. He's cold. He's just sick. I'm sorry, Esteban. You can see he's going to be a good player, yeah. But what the hell was the manager doing playing him on the left?
Yo, the player you got, Joe. I didn't even know you bought him. The one for Palmeiras, man. He stood out like a sore thumb today, man.
Yeah, when he's
getting
how
much did he pay for him? 34 million euros.
He was offsides for the goal, but you could see.
Yeah, he was offside a lot, man. But who are you letting him out to?
Give him a little bit of time, build him up.
No, for a 17-year-old kid, you can just put 17-year-old kid. I expect inconsistencies, isn't it? I mean, the height. I know you lot keep giving him superior player of the match on purpose, yeah. But he's not even a standout candidate. I don't get this manager yet. Like, I know we're not talking about transfers basically at the moment, but I'm saying
we can talk about transfers.
He's playing off the left. And I'm thinking, okay, you want to put Allen on the right, okay, whatever. I'm like, fine. And then going on from there, I was looking at Esteban and I'm thinking, cool. Let's see what's more about him. He might have a good game. He's against a Brazilian counterpart today, as in team. Crap in the first half. Second half, he got into the game. And guess what he does? He takes him off after 15 minutes. I'm thinking, what are you doing? I was just getting excited about this, like, he's just
getting going. He gets an offsides goal. I'm like, all right, the next one. The next time he gets the ball. And then they take him off. And I'm like, all right.
By the way, my boy Elliot Anderson, European champion.
I can't lie. That's why Liverpool won us that today. He won us the under 21. It was more to an assist, a crazy little flipping cross to the back post, and then Harvey Elliott, man, what's he doing even at that level, man?
The last 3 games, isn't it?
This Harvey Elliott has been in his 20s, like he's been in his 20s for about 6 years.
It fucking feels like it, bro.
How old is Harvey Elliott?
It's crazy. An Irishman has to win us. An Irishman that claims Ireland has to win us the under 21s, and now we're gonna have to wait for a German. If Tuchel's watching that game, who is he actually supporting?
Yeah. See, Elliott's about what 22.
22, I think he's about 22. Yeah,
I think
he's another Callum Hudson-Odoi, man. He feels like he's 27.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does. He's been around for that long, isn't he? Since the Fulham days.
Price just went up by 10 mil.
Probably. And guess who's linked with him now? Newcastle.
Yeah, I see that one as well.
Eddie Howe loves an English player. You know what? He probably do well if he goes plays on the right.
It's not get rejected. What are you talking about?
You know, yeah, you know what? You're probably right. Liverpool would probably say, it's like Newcastle asked. How much? 45 million. They put in a 45 million bid. No, we meant 55. Like literally.
Yeah. Oh, and they want Isak the other way as well.
Yeah. It's like
they won't sell him unless they sell Isak to him. So then
Liverpool fans will be all over that, thinking like, "Yep, got to use it to as much leverage as possible."
Do you reckon they're getting shafted because of the Saudi thing? Do you like everyone who goes in says, Yeah, they got the Saudis, man. We're gonna put a Newcastle tax on it now. And they're like, yeah, but PSR.
I think that's the case with Newcastle at the moment. I think people know that they got Saudi backing, but I don't think it's the reality of what they can really do.
Yeah.
But I do believe that they I think clubs will go to them and say, well, we know you've got your fine basically out the back. We're gonna want a little bit more from you if you can. You know, you want to do all these great things. I think there's an actual thing now, probably.
I think they're holding them back. Like they're literally like the clubs are kind of seeing, oh, you're Saudi backed. We can tell you what the price is then.
Because we know you're going to pay it eventually, but I don't think they will. I don't think they will.
But I mean, they've done it though. Like for a lot of their signings, if you think about it, like Bruno G, they put the money up for.
Yeah.
They put the money up for. Like Gordon, they put the money up for. Like a lot of their big signings have been, yeah, we'll be willing to put the money up for it. Like that's it.
Tonali,
exactly.
Yeah, the thing is, they've made it public this summer, haven't they? They're like, yeah, we haven't got PSR pressure. We're good. Just by saying that, everyone's hearing, okay, oil money.
So your Saudi money, right? Let's see the Saudi money. Let's see the oil money come through.
It's mad, like with this transfer window, it's like everyone wants to act broke, but at the same time, everyone's got money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
For
now.
I mean, they got 3 days to sell their women's team.
I think they're selling it to themselves. Like, and I don't want to hear nobody speak about Chelsea in the way that they move. If other teams,
I think if anything, people should, well, not us, but like own. Obviously, not. We don't run the business, but Chelsea are kind of, well, Top Bowley or whoever it is has shown teams there are many loopholes. You just got to look.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just got to look.
If you're actually in trouble, you don't actually have to sell your players. You could do something else.
Just sell your own stuff. You could just go sell your own stuff to someone else. I don't know. Let's say this.
Your own company if you want.
Yeah, if you want. And you know what? We'll buy it back one time, and guess what? We'll sell it again if we're ever in trouble again.
Yeah.
Can they do? Do you remember when Tevez and that had those ownerships in the agent or whatever it was?
Yeah, him and Mascherano, isn't it? Was it him and Mascherano that when he came over? Yeah.
Can they just start doing stuff like that? Like,
I think they banned it. Didn't they put a ban on something like that, or they
remember,
it or something?
It didn't kick off because of just literally that there, innit? The Mascherano, who Tevez made more noise in it. I think it was like one of them two made more noise.
He wasn't owned by West Ham or something.
Yeah, Mascherano was quite simple in the end because the agent, he wasn't. It was weird because he was loaned to West Ham, but then he got loaned out from West Ham to us, and then after it all the transfer stuff started getting rewritten or something along them lines.
So it was
Man United weren't actually allowed to buy.
It was like they did a partial ownership. That's what.
Yeah. It was a weird. Yeah, that was it.
Partial ownership, and they split the ownership, and like they own 50% of Tevez, and I own 50% of Tevez, and then they could loan out their part as long as both parties agree. That's how it was back then. Like. So you didn't have to pay for the entire player. Yeah, it was like third-party ownership, exactly.
Yeah, it was mad. I mean, they were like,
because couldn't you just sell your player now to someone and still keep him on loan?
No, don't think so. No, because we weren't allowed to buy him. But the thing is, the nail in the coffin is when he started Berbatov over Tevez, and that was it. And then obviously that was the worst. Even I remember that when I was young, I was like, I remember seeing Berbatov starting. I'm like, for the final, I'm like, what are you doing? And then it's like from there, it's just like you kept the. I would have rather kept Tevez
because I think the terms of like the way that contracts were structured, they changed around that time. Like literally, they were like that was the first thing to push the way that contracts were looked at differently. Like that specific deal, that Tevez deal, was one of the first things that they said. All right, we have to change the way that these
soon as
contracts are right after that whole situation.
But by the way, people, smash the likes. We're on 100 likes, 109. There's 700 in the house. So if you haven't done so yet, please do so. And also, I will put everyone's channels names up. Preach has got a channel now.
Hey, big up Preach
TV. So if someone go find the link so we can post that in the chat and put in a pin so we can get many subscribers for him. He's going to be all doing little bits and bobs. You'll find myself on there at times and everybody else is streaming Preach. So yeah, man. But other than that, let's get into the transfer stuff as well, which is the Gucci stuff. since your team is playing, Joey, Gittens for 55, around 55 before says because they say, you know, around 55 it is. So
yeah, it's from what like people inside the club are saying, it's about 42 plus add-ons, like 13 in add-ons. So
it's 13, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not that bad then. I can't really mock that as much.
Yeah, like it's actually like if it's not as like shamelessly, you could shamelessly mind me all you want. I don't think Gittens is this terrible player.
He's not terrible, no.
Like I don't also think that he's gonna light the world on fire, but like if he could get me around 8 to 10 goals, that would be a successful season for him. Like that's realistically like what it would be like a real successful season for him. I'm not necessarily like I know we need a right-footed winger. We just keep on getting left-footed wingers over and over and over again. And there's not that many right-footed wingers out on the market that actually are like really attainable without spending 70, as you can see in the market at this current moment. But I'm actually pretty tired right now, so I'm not gonna have like this energy of being angry about it. But it doesn't fill me with joy that we got him. Hopefully he can be successful. That's the way I see it. Like that's how I can just take it at this current moment. Like I'm seeing only like a 6 months of like good football from him, and outside of that, it's been not very good. So like to me, and I watch Bundesliga, so to me, this is not like this great signing. Hopefully he can work within the system because he's played in this system already with Maresca and all the players that are around him. But yeah, once again, I'm not sitting here saying that it's this great signing. I'm not very ecstatic about it at all, to be honest. Like it is what it is. We got another attacker that we needed another attacker badly. So
yeah, I don't think it's a bad signing.
Yeah, he's both weird. He is both weird, at least.
Mm-hmm. But I don't even think it's about that. I think it's just dead, this left wing market.
Yeah.
So who is there? Who is there realistically?
Batoma.
Yeah, you got what? Rafael Leao, Rodrigo, if he goes. You got Williams.
And like Rodrigo, you're still taking a risk that he can play left wing because he's been playing right wing.
Exactly.
Go
so
for
like for 55 or whatever the price is, it ain't that deep, I don't think. It's not a gonna make you win the league kind of signing, but you fill a hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
But we don't have a left winger. We don't have a right-footed left winger on this team right now, like at all.
You know it's for me. I think the issue is I'll say it and I'll say it again. I think most people agree. Yeah, Chelsea need needle movers more or less. Do you know what I mean? Like who's the needle mover? Delap's not a needle mover. He could though, but that's the issue. He could. The thing, but the issue is that's why I was saying he could.
Same thing with Jamie, right? Same thing with Gittens. Like,
he could move the needle, but it's like when I like João Pedro for Chelsea, I think he's perfect for it because they play with this fluid front three type thing, and he can fill in and make them play a little bit differently. I think he's that type of stuff again, but he's not a needle mover because of his inconsistencies. Like you look at Kudus, he's got potential. He ain't hit the ground running in terms of this season. Last season, yeah. But he's the one that's got the highest potential that I feel like that can be reached and say, I think he will, rather than said he could. I think he will. Mm-hmm. But not that they can't go and get him, but they said they're going to go get Gittens, a left winger, and someone that can go across the front three. Yeah. So that doesn't mean Kudus unless
so today, the reports that came out after like all the news that was coming out, like once we started getting linked with João Pedro, was that we were looking at to get both João Pedro and Kudus. And that was to replace potentially Jackson and Nani Madueke. Like, that's how they...
If you do that, I think you've had a great summer. I'm going to be honest. If you do that, Madueke, Jackson, Mudryk for Gittens, Kudus, and João Pedro, I'm like, that's you know what, for me, I like that. I like that a lot. These players are much more... I don't know, because Jackson ain't poor. It's only when Jackson wants to start playing, you're going to get a good Jackson. It's just when he can't be asked, he spells 3-4 months. Dog shit. Do you know what I mean? Or getting red cards these days.
Like, he's extremely streaky in both ways. Like, he can be good streaky. He can be good streaky for like 4 or 5 games, and then he can just be bad streaky for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. Like,
but I don't know how you're saying that's a good summer cast because they still got their big issues. The keeper and a 9.
Yeah, but the 9 are not necessarily like. All right, so like, at this point, bro, like I'm not. They're just going. They're gonna go with the lap, bro. Like you just got to like take it what it is. It's like they're gonna go with the lap. They're gonna take. They're gonna. Yeah. They see the lap as the next step towards the way that this football club wants to be played. So like that's fine. If that's the case. Like, and right now we're not fighting for a title. Like as much as like everybody thinks that should be the next step for us. We as Chelsea fans, we agree with most of you. But that's not the way that's not the way this board's moving. That's not the way that this like that's just not the way that if you see the way that Maresca's talking, like he said himself, the board said that I didn't need to accomplish this until next year. That was his words.
When I brought out, people said, "Oh, you believe him? Do you? You think he's not lying?"
Bro, I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
I take people by their words.
I think you look for your goalkeeper though secretly. When you know, have you not ever noticed when Chelsea say they're not actively looking for something, they are actively looking for something. They're not going to sack Poch to go and sack Poch. They're not looking to do this. They go and do it anyways. I think even Sanchez. Did you not see just the last 10 minutes? Decent game yet because he ain't had to do nothing. And he literally gives them the ball away in what the space of 5 minutes.
To the other team in front of the goal.
Someone more competent is dinking him. You know.
Yep.
And There's no way you can have him.
Something crazy in this Kudus deal. West Ham actually wants Sanchez, and people aren't talking.
I can see that happening.
Like they're just not talking about that. So like all of a sudden that turns into we're gonna get a keeper.
He's been there for 3 years now, hasn't he? Is it 3 years? 3 seasons? 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
Just like this, it all of a sudden is we need a keeper. Just like that. As soon as if Nani Madueke comes off the table and someone buys Nani Madueke, we're gonna go scoop Kudus, and then all of a sudden Sanchez
I wonder who. I got a feeling. If the Elanga stuff doesn't work out, which I hope does with Forest, because I want the money. I do believe they are not going for Madueke. Because I'd like to think that Newcastle, because you know what, just on a football notice, I would like to see a front three of, Isak, Kudus, and Gordon. I would like to see how that does. I think that's a dangerous front three. I would want to watch that. But I don't know if they're going to have the minerals to go for them because West Ham might ask for a bit too much. I don't know, right? But they're actively looking to sell him, right? So maybe the price has gone down to 55, 60s. But then I think you lot will sweep in. I actually, in the end, think they end up going and get Madueke and you end up getting about 40, 45 million for him. Because that's what you lot do.
I think,
and that would be the. By the way, let me just say that would be the biggest scam. That would be the biggest scam of this window so far.
Bro, we scam artists, bro. We do this every year to people.
You're nasty.
Bro. We do this every year to people. Like if you guys don't realize it yet, we move in a way where we're trying to get you guys. We always trying to get you guys.
You just got, you got FOMO.
Get you guys.
Todley has FOMO.
You want to spend some money with us? Yeah, be cool with that. Well, you want the terms? That's not a problem. You want this player? No problem, bro. No problem. We'll facilitate it. You want?
I don't think.
As long as you make top 4, he's happy. Yeah, I don't think he cares about.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not doing the add-ons for Gittens. Gittens cost 42 million if that's the case, because add-ons ain't even done yet, man. We got to work out. Yeah, even for you, Wolfie.
They do this all the time, though.
When we do this, are we gonna start saying it's just the fee itself, or are we gonna include everything for someone's price?
It depends if we're trying to take the piss out of someone or not, isn't it?
Well, that means
Are we
saying 55 for Gittens?
When it's your own team, you're gonna say it without the add-ons. When it's the ops, you're gonna say it with the add-ons.
Can I say then? I'm getting a boomer for 55 million.
If that's how much you're paying up front, yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not, man? But the base fee's fine. They just want better add-ons terms or something like that. So whatever.
If that's how the deal comes about. Bro,
no, we're including the add-ons. So I remember this, Giovanni. I'm loving that you said that.
It is all. If you actually look at everybody's tweets, it's 55 million. They don't speak about the add-ons. They just say
no. It's only for certain clubs. It's only for certain clubs.
Exactly.
If it's Man United, how about this? In Man United, they'll put the fee in the tweet as well.
No. Yes, they did it for Mudryk, and we held Mudryk for 85 million, for 100 million for the rest of the entire time we had Mudryk.
Man U bought Anthony for 90, didn't they?
All right, Jimmy, your mic's echoing, but go on.
I'm
muted anyways. He's eating his wild rice.
Preach, you get gay then.
Say that one more time.
You getting gay?
Yeah, definitely third choice. You get me, centre back. That's cool.
I thought he wanted guarantees or something. What happened with all that?
Yeah, guarantees to win trophies. Yeah,
it's echoing still.
That's
Who?
It's still echoing.
Nah, you're good. You good.
But yeah, no, I think it's a good, cool safety net for Conte, who's getting Real Madrid and dirty Spanish clubs. You get me? Yeah, but yeah, dirty. But no, I like it though. I do.
I don't like him for you. I'm gonna be honest. Someone said it. I think it was you yesterday, Wolfie. Said it. In my mind, there's a player that I think he's got a year left in his contract from Villa. I think Konza would be a much better fit.
Listen,
I like Konza a lot. He's just injury prone a bit. That's the only issue.
Buy him so Crystal Palace can send us our peas, bro.
Yeah.
I like Konza for you lot. I think he's a much better defender than Gay overall.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is in it. Like obviously last season he looked like the potential under Klopp. Maybe it's a different style of football. I don't know because
you know if I was going for Palace.
Not Konza from Villa.
Oh, sorry, fam. Okay.
Oh no, Kondidi, no chance. That guy's a scrub. But I'm talking about Konza.
Okay.
Ezri Konza.
You know, if I was Liverpool, I wouldn't be going for Gay. I'd go for Lacroix instead, man.
He's only just gone there, and with Palace, they love bro. It's an
I said that for Chelsea, and the Chelsea fans said, "What?" I said, "Do y'all fucking watch Lacroix play? What are you talking about?"
Wait for Wolfsburg.
Yeah,
good player. Even before that, Van der Ven.
I love Lacroix, but I watched
Lacroix is my type of center back.
Yeah, I watch German football. I've been watching this guy for years. He's been good. They had the sickest combo with him and Van der Ven back in the day.
Yeah, Van der Ven.
They were both rapid as fuck. They
would
be able to catch anybody on the counter. It was sick. And then they both ended up moving to the Premier League. By the way, Wolfsburg has the best center back. It's like center back central. If you need a good center back, bro, you could go to Wolfsburg. They normally got at least.
Hold on, wait. Could I take just a little slight turn and talk about my right back? No,
Reece James.
Oh,
but the free kick, I can't lie. I know it was precision, but that goalkeeper took a day.
It was beautiful. Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
The goalkeeper was good all game too.
Yeah, that was the annoying thing. But it's like you know what you got to remember. You got Sanchez, but I got Onana. See stuff like that haunts me.
That free kick was about Reece James, not about the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
goalkeeper's tapped. Let me ask you quick here, just off topic. Who do you think Wolfsburg is the best player, by the way? Overall, don't think of attackers straight away. Yeah, because I've been listening to this.
Esther Frank.
See, I was getting told Amora is their best player. I was like, no, he's not. No, he's having a good Marmouche type season. I still say
Esther Frank is their most steady player that plays every game.
I know where Cass is going with this.
No, I said it was Maximilian Arnold. I think Arnold's still their best player. Overall, they can't function without this man. As soon as he comes out the midfield, it doesn't completely default.
Gronk is more important than Arnold, bro. Gronk is way more important than Arnold now. You're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, but you're talking about the other centre mid, isn't it? The one next to him in a 4-4. Yeah. I like him as well. He's gonna get a move anyways. Oh, if he gets it, bro, he is quality. 2-footed, can pass from any angle, deep line.
But I still think it's Arnold.
Very good.
And Lucas Demetra needs to stay fit as well. Well, not fit, but he just needs to get better. But yeah.
And they got a top striker as well, young striker, innit?
Yeah, well, young striker.
No, it's not. They have two good wingers. That's where their goals come from. And then it's Jonas Wind.
It begins with S, innit?
Who?
The winger. No, I thought it was a striker though, a young striker.
I don't know.
It's just in the
mostly Jonas Wind, but let me see.
I know you're talking about that. I know. Well, they look. Kaminsky's their left winger.
Yeah, and then it's winners. Wimmer's
the right midfielder, and they got that Ellison dude as well. But what's it called? Long story short, we was just talking about Gittens and blah blah blah. Jimmy, but obviously we're here. You're pro Chelsea, innit? So you can't say anything bad about going through you, innit?
42 million. Winger, let's go. I don't want to hear that 55 shit. Miss me with that shit.
So can I say can I say 55 for Mbeumo now then?
Of course, whatever he costs, not that fucking add-on shit. You remember at one time Woodrick was 100 million? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that fraud shit?
Yeah, I remember that.
Come on, man. I don't be having time for that shit. How much is that front end money? Tell me about that back end money when it reaches.
Unless it's guaranteed add-ons. If it's guaranteed, then you can add that on.
Yeah, these add-ons ain't guaranteed. Not for this shit was to make them feel good. They knew they was only getting 42. They wasn't getting no more.
Where is it said that it's 42 plus 13, by the way? Who's the one that reported that?
Don't worry about it.
Kieran Gill, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that's what it is.
Cool. Yeah, man. But yeah, but all of that, talking about the Germans as well. Sesko, Arsenal, 60. Apparently, they're going down to 60 million.
I'm so sick of this Arsenal strike.
And listen, y'all need to start putting Bamba after Fabrice Hawkins' name because he's way more accurate than a lot of these other fucking dudes.
Yeah, but he's because Fabrizio's got him under his wing, man.
Nah.
Fabrizio, have you not seen Matteo Moretto? He's been under Fabrizio's wing recently.
Nah, Fabrice Hawkins don't miss.
Because it's funny, as soon, I know this, yeah, as soon as he dropped it, yeah, he gave him the cosign. He gave him the cosign and the little repost, and then obviously said blah 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 with Fabrice Hawkins. It's bait at this point. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Fabrice.
But yeah, if people ain't seen Tesco to Arsenal 60 million, I mean, why? You know what I don't understand about this deal in particular, yeah, is what I don't understand about the report, yeah, let's put it like that, is why is it that they've dropped the 67 million release clause all of a sudden to 60 million if they're not like, if my man's come out and said he's not desperate basically to leave, or you'd only leave if it's the right club.
No, why is it this
money? How has it gone down all of a sudden to 60 million? I know that's what Arsenal are waiting for, but that's what I don't understand. How has it dropped all of a sudden? It's only July, not even July yet.
I'm not sure.
That shit makes sense.
This whole thing.
I don't believe none of that shit with Arsenal until they just sign, until they lift up a player, lift up the shirt. It's too much back and forth with that Arsenal striker shit. Yesterday I just seen all of their big accounts all post as if Bucharest is on the way. I'm like, oh shit. Now today is agreement with Sesko. Come on, you can't agree with both. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Now these
What happened?
Check the private chat.
No. That's bro, man. That's bro. People are gonna be like, "What are you doing?" I have to share this. This is what Wolfie shared. I'm gonna have to put it in the chat. The chat has to. If we get 200 likes, if we get 200 likes, 250 likes right now, I'll share it in the chat. In the live chat. In the live chat. It is taking a piss, but I've got dark humor, so I laughed. No, it's not a goal. But anyways, go on. Sorry, Sesko, isn't it? Sesko, what you say, Jimmy? You say that's bad. Minded bad. You're going to hell.
What? Yo, I'm looking at he actually looks like Delap. He looked like Delap's with like a half a chromosome missing.
I had 49 more likes left. I had 49 more. Get the likes up, man. Get the likes up, man. I can't believe it, man.
Jimmy, remember I said bring me my autistic ballers? Not that autistic, son. Not that autistic.
What is it? An evil Delap, yeah? That's what she's saying. You got them cracking up. I ain't seen it. I'm not signing up. I ain't seen it.
Oh my fucking God, yo. Oh my gosh.
Hey, some men are going to hell.
Yo, you motherfuckers are going to hell with gasoline draws on, man.
Hey, get onto the pit. 725 people that ain't got over to 250 likes yet, man. I'll share it then.
You dudes are going to hell with gasoline draws on.
No, Wolfie,
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Wolfie's got the hell. I don't give a shit. You're the one that shared it.
Yo, he scored that free kick. I'm looking like what is this, practice? Because it looked like the lap. I'm looking like, and then all I seen was ting 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 ting.
Bad man. Left
I'll
foot.
ban it.
He said Batman left foot.
He's two-footed. That's what.
You lot can go see it, man.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, it's just stop still.
You did not just say that, Priest.
Preach said he's two-footed. Yo, get the fuck out of here, yo.
Get out of here, bro.
Get the fuck out of here, yo.
I can't bet. I can't bet. That's stuff for the law, man.
Bro.
Yo,
I posted it. You lot are bad. I didn't do nothing. I don't do nothing. You guys
said,
know.
yo.
You guys know.
Where Wolfie go? Wolfie, where you go?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Preach, man.
Anyways, it's back to Arsenal, man. Do you think he's not getting Sesko over the line now? If it's true, because now we're seeing links with Jackson for flip's sake. If we're seeing links with Jackson,
It's going too far. It's going too far.
Something's going a little bit too far. Something tells me that this is. Something tells me, yes, they must be briefed that something must be happening because, boy, when they're saying Jackson's name, of all people, and I see Wally Watkins.
Arsenal want Jackson. Are you fucking kidding me? You want to see that fan base lose their mind?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But Duncan Castle's in it.
I need that without.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But Duncan Castle's in it.
I want to believe it. I want to,
but I just know it's not true. Bro.
I do believe a bit about the 90-man away. I kind of believe it's a good thing. I do believe the 90-man away a bit. There's too much smoke without fire with that one. Like there's like multiple links that came out.
I'd say though, for waiting like 6 weeks to get Sesko over the line just to walk away, I don't see how that's gonna not. That's why I said
the way they going, they might sign motherfucking Tink the Lap. We just saw score that penalty. He gonna be that fucking striker. Oh, Tink the Lap. Saka with the cross. Tink.
Why are you doing this?
Sorry, man. What are you doing there?
Tink the Lap, man. He's gonna score a fucking goal. Listen.
Yo, I'm gonna just say it now. Yo, me and Jimmy are doing a show every Saturday from this point forward.
J&J smoke session. You don't even want to come if you're not high, man.
Yeah. We doing that every Saturday.
You know what's funny though as well though with all of this, regardless of all the bullshit stuff, yeah. Martinelli to Saudi, if it does happen, since his name's getting mentioned, if Luis Diaz, I don't know what's happening with him.
Hey, listen, João Felix is getting mentioned to Saudi. And his evaluation, like, if we get 40-something for him, that's highway robbery, bro.
Same thing for Martinelli. Martinelli, I think they do want to sell him. That's their Rodrigo money. That will be done. They'll tempt them, I reckon. With that.
But I think this number that we mentioned it for Rodrigo is a joke. I think Real Madrid gonna say, I want 100 or what, get away.
I've seen a report saying that they're gonna lower the fee.
Yeah, well, they always say that. Real Madrid has no reason to sell him.
Yeah, I know, but kind of. They got Mastantuano and a couple of.
No, what I mean, literally, like they're not in a money situation. They have no money situation.
Obviously not. But if they ask for like 75, 80 million, which was, remember, that was the recent kind of reports of what he's worth. If Martinelli goes and gets pure cash over from Saudi as well, which I'm going to say, let's just say 50 million, yeah? But I reckon he'll go for more because Diaz has been offered more as well.
Probably more. Probably 60.
Yeah, that's Rodrigo money. They're laughing. Now, you could literally go and tempt them straight away. It's like, cool, we'll put down a starting bid of 70 million and go from there.
75.
Hey, bro, if Rodrigo could start, if he keeps getting pity minutes, he's gonna get more pissed off. Come on, man. He's not even playing in the Club World Cup, really. Other players, even Mbappe's not even back yet, and he's not even playing. I can't see him staying at Madrid. I'll be honest. At this rate, I don't see. If you're gonna go talk to the manager, he says, "Oh, I'm in your plans, you're in my plans," blah 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 blah, and you're not. When Mbappe's not even around, and other players have started in position, you must be thinking, "Oh, you're probably trying to force me out at this rate."
Yeah. Well, no, but I mean, it would have been easy. You don't think it would have been easy to go to him and say, look, if you want to leave, let's keep it under hush. Have your agent go look and scout and see. If that's when you really want somebody to leave and you're trying to get top dollar, you're gonna keep it hush and let them do their works underneath. You know what I mean? But right now, it looked like we're not really hearing nothing about his agent shot. Didn't his agent say something about he turned down every?
Yeah, his dad.
It's his dad.
Yeah,
his dad like, you're not going to Arsenal. That's a sign. His dad like, what? Who? What? Fuck out of here, bro. We not going there. He not trying to be eating at the kebab shop when he in fucking España. Nah, bro. Ain't no kebab shop in España where he live, bro. Ain't that.
I just find it like the thing is like people are starting to look at Saudi a bit different, even with the money that's being presented.
It's true, to be fair.
Moment, like it's not.
Joey, Rodrigo father is not trying to have his son playing for the men's them. He's not with that shit, bro. He trying to stay over there, yo. He's not trying to have his son playing for the men's them.
Do you anything he does, Jimmy?
Yo, his father don't want it. I think Rodrigo probably would be open to go to a lot of top teams. But when you got your people sternly against it, and these guys who usually have their dad as their agent, a lot of times they listen to their dad. It's rare that they don't. Look at Mason Mount, dumbass. He could have stayed at Chelsea and been a king. His father said, no, man, you, and he fucking followed him like an idiot.
Well, Verts is that tried to push him to Bayern, though. Remember, Verts is that tried to push him to Bayern, and then Verts wanted to go Liverpool. He didn't listen to his shit. He didn't listen to his pops at first.
Well, shit, which father didn't either? Christensen.
I did hear though when he did go over and see what Liverpool's plan and the facilities and blah blah. His dad was compared to Bayern's.
It was
he chose Liverpool, so maybe that was the other report. I remember.
Well, he did go there with his family, bro.
His family. Not even that, his dad, his family. Yeah. I don't know what facilities you man got, but they must be fucking outrageous.
They must be nice.
Have you seen our training? Slot's got our goalkeepers training with them tunnel vision glasses.
With the shit on, top notch technology.
He's doing all of it.
What?
Is that what happens when
it's just like on the dot, like you can't see, you gotta, it's mad, bruv. But
is it tunnel vision just like for Isak?
Yeah, they want Isak.
Every time his name's mentioned, you're doing this. Like, are you saying he's?
You know what's funny to me? And this says a lot to me. I don't care what nobody. Liverpool don't want Gyttens. That says a lot. He's not expensive.
That's like okay. No, we're not no one.
Yeah, he's not expensive. His wages is not high, and they need a striker. And Liverpool, like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, one word, Nunes.
Yeah,
I
think they got fuck that. We don't want no part of that.
They don't even know where Portugal is on the map anymore. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, man.
You never know. Nunes with the new trim, bro. The level 2.
He cut his shit. He cut it.
He went to a 2, bro. A 2 all the way around.
I want to see if that helps.
This guy's in himself. I want to stay. Don't make me go Saudi. I don't want them Arabs, man.
Bro, he wants to go. I just don't know how. Like, unless Liverpool dropped the price for him, I don't even know if they get rid of him because I don't see Napoli.
He's got Napoli, isn't he? He's got Napoli.
Who's that? Who's got Napoli?
Napoli aren't going to get to that number. That's the point that I'm trying to make. They're not going to get to the number. Like Liverpool,
Napoli not. Fuck no.
Broke ass clubs. 60 something, right? Right, Preach. They're asking for 60 something.
I don't even know what the actual. I'm hearing different.
Maybe I'm wrong. If that's wrong, then for sure. But if I know Napoli, they're looking at you like, here's 40 million, bro.
But here's the best thing about the Saudis, though. They pay straight up. They don't do no fucking structure bullshit. They like, we pay, you give us, bye-bye. Yeah, get the fuck out.
That are coming up. 50, 55, 60. If you get 50, if it's 50, then potentially I could see them.
I was gonna say I see some tweet. I can't, not the source, but if we get 50, due to what's left on money left
on the contract, people be having it thinking you got to get back what you paid. That's not what you just got to get back the life of the contract. Yeah, that's why Chelsea always make out well.
No, because you're not paying extra out of your pocket when you sell it's like when you own a car, right? And you got
to depreciate. Same way.
Loan on the car, right? You can't sell the car for less because then you got to less than the loan because then you got to at least you have to pay for out of your pocket. It's the same.
Who are you talking about?
Nunes.
Oh, Nunes. Yeah, they're getting into 42 million or some shit, no?
Yeah, they don't have to sell them for what they paid for them to get their money's worth.
If they are willing to sell them for around 40 to 50 million, bro, I think Napoli would pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah, they are going to pay for it. Remember, they still got their Kvaratskhelia money, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And not only that, they just won the league.
And they got back in the Champions League. They got a good budget.
Champions League money.
Well, they're also selling what's his face. They still have to sell Osimhen, bro.
That's true, and that's hefty. And that's like what, 10 million a year. Well, 9.
But why is it gone quiet on Højlund to Inter, man? I ain't heard nothing on that.
So apparently, United don't want to do this option shit with a fixable optional.
Yeah. Take your garbage and leave with it. Yeah, I ain't doing that.
So they're looking at Esposito like in terms of return, and they also just bought someone from I don't know where he was from, some other guy in the Italian league, a young player. So it don't look like it's going to continue.
Can you imagine Cunha, baller, and Buemo, baller,
Højlund, no.
But I don't know what the.
No, honestly, Xerxes though, I've said this to Cass privately. Like if you had Xerxes in between Buemo, Cunha, it actually works.
They'll eat. He'll help them. He'll eat. They'll eat with Xerxes. They will eat.
I don't know why.
If it goes back to Højlund, then yeah, you're right.
I'm
but you definitely still need another profile striker. You can't go in with this.
We're getting a striker regardless, Højlund. Yeah. I think in the end, United, Man United, we get a striker regardless. It's just
who?
I'll get Gyökeres, mate. I'm telling you that now. That's going to be for sure.
I think if Arsenal back out, that's his look right there. To go to Man U, lead that front line
with his old coach. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just want to know if Liverpool are going to front some money up, because they're saying they're going to bid. If they're going to bid, waiting on. Imagine Isak doesn't sign a new contract. Like in a world, what if he doesn't? That's going to kick up.
He's got 3 years.
I hear it, but it does cause the stir, though, doesn't it? Whether it's now or next year, yeah. I know we said it before, but from what Ben Jacobs was saying, that they just want to know the situation to ready a bid. But that's what he reported. I didn't ask him. He literally, it's on a tweet. He said Liverpool would be ready to bid for him. I just don't know how much.
See, I've said this from the beginning now.
We only got fan interpretation of what we'd accept.
I think, personally, Isak to Liverpool is inevitable. I don't think it's now, but I think it's inevitable. That's the way I've seen it.
They'd rather send him to abroad, they said.
I know, but what they're going to do is they're going to force a bidding war. Right now, they're not going to be able to get a bidding war. So they're going to push it until next year. Okay, like that's what they're gonna. That's what the best solution is for themselves, is to be able to get this deal pushed until next year. So then people know, all right, we're waiting for Isak. We're gonna prepare this year for Isak. Okay, and then make it a war. So then you get the most.
Isn't that dangerous?
Why? Why is that dangerous?
Let's just say, let me put you in this egal world for a second. Imagine Arsenal win the league this season. They pipe Man City to it or whatever.
Sure.
And then Chelsea win the Champions League. Liverpool end up just being a top 4 team. I don't think it will happen. I'm just saying. There's still a risk involved. And then suddenly Arsenal grow a pair and decide, okay, we'll strike. Buying a striker helped us win a title. Let's go get Isak. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, isn't it better now where Liverpool have this momentum in this window? And Liverpool, all the fans keep telling me they got the money.
For Liverpool, for sure. But here's the thing. In my opinion, still with Liverpool, okay? And it's nothing against Liverpool. But in my opinion, they will still try to get the best number for Isak, right? Like, it's still not going to be like, oh, we're going to shove 150 in your face and you're going to be forced to take it. Like, they're still going to go to Newcastle and try to have a legit negotiation to try to get the number down. Like, that's the Michael Edwards way. Like, that's just the Michael Edwards way.
We won't wait. We won't wait. I don't think we'll wait.
Bro, I just find it hard to believe you'll put 150 just like straight down on the table. Here's my balls, fucking take it, bro. Like, nah, like that's
yeah.
I just don't because that's what I feel like it would take to prime.
We haggled over Frimpong still, bro. We never just give the money straight.
That's and that's part.
Do you think it's this window breach?
Say it again.
You think it happens this window?
The thing is like, I don't think that like, all right, the whole Harvey Elliott side of it, right? Like, I don't know how much that like Harvey Elliott interest is like something that's like Newcastle
Concrete.
moving towards. No, like it's not even just concrete. It could be concrete, but if it's not something that's like super, like they're super interested in them and have to get it done, then I just don't see it happening. I do think it's going to either be. I think it's going to end up being Ekitike, but if I'm Newcastle, if I'm Liverpool, I'm just buying. I'm going for something more affordable, in my opinion. Like to me, João Pedro is like actually a good fit in this case, just because if it's like around 60 million, then you can still spend what you want next year. You know what I'm saying? If it's around 60 million, you keep Jota in the end, you sell Jota next year, and then you can spend you just spend what you want to try to get Isak. So
I mean, if that's the case, get Gyökeres. It'll cost him 60-ish mil.
I think people are really staying away from Gyökeres, bro. They're like, I mean, it's just I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the guy. Like, I think he's
the guy scored nearly 100 goals in the last 2 years, man.
Yeah, and guess what?
He's 27 as well.
Wolfie, that league is lower rated than the Brazilian league, and people tell me that the Brazilian league is the farmers league. So I don't want to hear about the 100 goals because if the Brazilian league's a farmers league, the Portuguese league is twice as much of a fucking farmers league. Like
I hear that, man, but not every player in that
I'm
league.
not being funny, yeah. I've
dead.
seen Darwin Núñez get double digits for Liverpool, 11 goals and 10 assists in one Premier League, and I think Gyökeres is 10 times the player.
That's fair.
But the difference is Liverpool got 10 times the creation. But anyways, even more than that, with Isak, I know we're gonna say he thinks he's Liverpool bound. But if I remember off an Ornstein quote, or no, he said something in a video that if Arsenal were made aware that he's available, then they would be definitely interested in probably trying to acquire him. So if this goes on to next year, who says Arsenal won't be in the running? This is what I reckon. Yeah, they want a young striker now on purpose. I think they're gearing up themselves to want someone like Isak at the front line when he becomes available. AK, why I think in Arteta's mind and back then with Edu's mind as well, they'll go for someone younger and go get someone that's more proven if available, as good as Isak then. So I wouldn't say that they don't have a chance because I reckon they'll be able to. You got to think about it. They're not spending loads of money right now, Arsenal, right?
Yeah, but their PSR situation is not even close to what Liverpool's doing.
No,
I know that. I see what your chairman said as well. I can't remember his name. I can get his name up right now. I think it's Tom something. Tom Werner. Yeah, because he was talking about the vert stuff. But he's so in line with what Hughes and Slot want that they said if they want something, they will back them because they trust them that much.
Yeah,
basically. So I reckon that's why they said that's why he was asked about the vert still 116. They said that they had no problem. We have got no issue with that. Because we know we trust them and we know that things are going to go right.
How much more trust can you get? You get the job, you don't get a goddamn thing, and you go and win the league. You know, like how much? Of course, you're gonna get the world. You should get the world after that.
The thing is, it's still a risk waiting a year. Because I'll tell you another scenario. What if Newcastle do at Casa? They get Kudos on the right, they got Gordon on the left, Isak. They start to cook the season. They mount, let's just say, a title challenge. But they're in the race, yeah. Have a deep run in the Champions League. It looks like they're starting to build. Then they've got momentum. You either do it now or Newcastle will cook. If they keep him, they cook.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. The way you just been laughing at Newcastle for the first 5 minutes of the show about how they were getting rejected by everybody. So I don't know how.
But they're gonna get players, man. They're gonna get players.
But who?
We don't know. We're not direct to a
the
football
level
stand.
keeps dropping past the point. The level keeps.
I'm not gonna lie, going from Elanga to Maduki to flipping Kudus is a major upgrade.
If they even go
on the list. Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I think Newcastle are fine. They will get someone because people forget how good Jacob Murphy was. By the way, their front line wasn't the issue. It was probably what they had.
And they complained about him.
Well, they don't have that.
Murphy gets ratings.
Yeah, Murphy does his thing. It's just like, can he replicate? If he replicates it again, then you're like, oh, even at his age.
How old is he? 31?
About 31, yeah, no, yeah. But it would be good to have options. They need more options than just better quality if available, innit? That's it. Because then remember, last year, let's be real. Last year, their biggest issue was their defense.
Defense was injured, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. In terms of that was the issue. They had good enough attacking options to go and get them through the game.
They probably have 12 to 13 solid players. That's it.
Yeah. But anyways, the Chelsea game is going to resume in the next 5 minutes, from what I just see. So we're gonna go raid Lewis. Might as well.
Back to raid the Lewis. Let's go. I'm going back on Lewis's shit.
Yeah, so let's go raid Lewis, man. Like we did on the way out, we should be back tomorrow. Hopefully, something more juicy to talk about. And also remember, you can go subscribe to everyone. You can see it there. Take a screenshot, especially on Preacher's new channel. Give him a try. In a bit, and yeah, that's that really, isn't it?